Okay, so in this lesson, I want us to look at buffering and what it means for a channel to be buffered. So let's look at a simple uh, program here. So let's say I have a channel, and this channel will take an int. Okay, and so I will write to this channel 42. Okay, and then I will print what I got from the channel. Okay, let's run this. Okay, so we got another deadlock. Now, if you think about it, we're getting a deadlock because we have blocking on line 9. So on line 9, 42 is written to the channel and blocking occurs. Now, because we block on line 9, then we never get to line 10. And so, if you think about it, we are trying to write to a channel and we're trying to read from the channel from within the main Go routine, which is one Go routine. So it's impossible for a Go routine to write and read at the same time. So if it writes, sorry, it will block. And so it will never get to line 10 where it is supposed to read. So that's a problem. Now this is easy to fix. All I have to do is to make a Go routine. So let me just make a Go routine inside main instead of an anonymous Go routine. It doesn't have a name. Okay, we can do that. And then we will place this in here. And then we will simply run it by putting an open, close parent. So what will happen? Go will see this Go routine and it will spin up a new Go routine. And so if we run this, okay, it now works because we have the channel, this Go routine writes to the channel, and then the main Go routine reads from that channel. So that works. Okay. Now, what I want to do is to the reason why this happens is because this is a unbuffered channel. Okay, so value is an unbuffered channel. So in essence, it doesn't have anywhere to store the value that it has written to the channel. So it has to wait until somebody reads from the channel for it to continue. That's unbuffered. Okay. Now let's look at buffered channels. Okay. And so let me remove this. Okay, and now I will look at a buffered channel. I'm going to call it value 2. So value is a buffered channel. And what makes a channel buffered? Well, it still needs a name, of course. We will still use make, of course. We will still use chan and we'll still use a type. However, we give the channel a capacity. Okay, and so in this case, this channel has a capacity of 5. And so I will say value. I'm going to write to this channel, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, and so what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a loop. It's done 4. And I'm going to say fmt that print line. And I'm going to print everything I get from the channel. Okay, let me remove this. All right, yeah. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to loop through, and every time I get something from the channel and I want to print it. Okay, great. So I get 2, 4, 6, 8. And so your question will be, why is it that there is not a deadlock? But when I tried this the last time, there was a deadlock. Well, it's because I am using a buffered channel. And so what happens, buffered channels do not block once they're within the capacity. So when I write 2 to value, then the channel does not block. I write the 4, I write the 6, I write the 8, I write the 10, there is no blocking. Okay? And so it works perfectly. In other words, we have a buffer, we have a little area in memory where we can write the values. Okay? And so later on, we can read from the buffer. Now, the channel will block, however, if we write something that exceeds the capacity. So if I write 12, okay, let's see what happens. Okay, it have a deadlock. Okay, so if you try to write more than the capacity, it will result in a deadlock. Right, so that's what I mean by a buffered channel. It doesn't block, and so it allows us to write our data without expecting that the receiver will automatically synchronize and read it. Okay, so in essence, there is no synchronization currently between the writer and the reader, because the reader can read at a different time, since the data is written to a buffer which preserves it. Okay, now also, if I don't write anything to the buffer, so for example, let me temporarily remove this. If I create a buffer and I don't write anything, sorry, if I create a buffer channel and I don't write anything to it, then if I run, I will also get a deadlock. All right, so those are the two instances where we will have deadlock when using a buffered channel. 1, if you exceed the capacity, and 2, if you do not write anything to the channel. All right, so once again, Um, this is a demonstration of a buffered channel. All right, I'll see you in the next lesson.